Welcome to Bonus Action, a tabletop podcast. Join us on a Dungeons & Dragons journey through the maelstrom continent of Edax on the world of Gloria. Our daring adventurers will uncover the mysteries of the New World and reveal stories of their past. Let's meet the cast.
Hello, I'm Druten. I am playing Rizarin Inarek, the half-elf paladin.
Hi, my name's Eric. I'll be playing Bartleby Meriffindor, the human warlock, who's got a little bit of a secret behind him.
I'm Tim, and I'll be playing Vale Luckall, a failed wizard turned adventurer.
Hi, I'm Sean, playing Fenrir Oakenshield, a monk halfling who really wants to be a dwarf.
And I'm Rich, also known as Walnuts, and I will be the DM for all of you in my homebrew world of Caloria. Good evening. Good night, everyone.
Good evening.
We're leaving. No, we're back.
We're leaving for another adventure.
We're leaving for another adventure. You know what? That's why we say goodbye and hello at the beginning of it.
No,
it's not. We just flubbed it once and just decided to keep going.
It wasn't a flub.
But let's get back.
I don't remember the origin anymore.
It was like 4 recordings ago, but also like 4 trillion weeks ago to the listeners.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I don't even think it was on record.
Also
as
have
to
a dumb
why
baby
we
brain
did it.
that can't remember details.
I think we said it would be funny if we did it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's probably what happened.
Yeah.
That seems to be how it usually goes.
Yeah.
But let's get into more D&D. We last left off. You guys entered into a room that was smelt extremely acrid and acidic. And there was a land bridge you decided not to cross, and instead you went back the way you came to the main chamber where you entered into the cavernous region, and you went up the middle path where you encountered 2 spectators. So originally going to be 1, but you dealt a lot of damage to the first one, so the DM added a second.
Whoa!
Little
Behind
BTS.
the scenes,
Oh.
come
Little
on.
BTS.
You shouldn't say that stuff.
I don't like
It takes people out like the...
I know.
Yeah.
Now I feel completely lied to.
Yeah.
I don't want to play this anymore.
Well,
I'm going home to play video games.
no, you're not. Anyway,
You can always tell me that later.
You defeated these spectators and noticed, Val and Bartleby noticed that the corruption on the Goblin Chief that was being illusioned upon
I don't know what you're
by
talking
Val
about.
was getting worse. Skin started turning color. The coloration of the corruption itself was covering his entire body, and you guys came to the determination that the best way to deal with this was to kill him. Afterwards, Val let Bart know that it was her the whole time, and Val got a little bubble over his head saying, Bartleby will remember this.
That's true. Maybe. I'll probably forget.
You're currently traumatized, so...
I mean, yeah.
Where you decided to move forward up into the next room, and with the goblins up ahead of you, and the dog squeaking his toy because he's adorable. You make your way upwards towards the central pathway, and there is now a room that has the similar scent and even acrid-looking liquid in it from that previous room. However, it's not as large, not as wide, but there's land bridges and stone features that you could jump across to get from where you are to the next couple of openings, which is just to the left and right. There's only two exits at the moment, besides the way you came, with a bridge, with stones, pillars, and some land bridges that you can make your way across this potentially noxious liquid. What do you guys do?
So it sounds like we're in the same room as the last time.
Yeah, just different side,
Different
maybe.
Entrance.
So it looks like the only way is that way. I point to the remaining option.
This room is a lot smaller.
So it's slightly small.
okay.
It is not the size of the previous one. There's only 2 exits that you can see. And it is like you can see from Bartleby can see from end to end. It's not that big of a room. Maybe about a good 50 to 60 feet. And you can see the exits on either end. There's this bridge path that you need to cross. Or you can go back and try to find another way. It's up to you, whatever you guys decide to do.
Did they leave the chieftain behind?
Yeah, the goblins would not have brought his body.
Okay.
His head was blown off, so they're not going to bring it.
Okay.
So what do y'all do?
I don't worry about refreshing those anymore.
You after the end of the last spell, you like breathe a sigh of relief, like, oh man, I was getting tired of that.
Rough keeping track of that one.
There was a few times you missed it, like just by a few seconds. You had to recast it real quick before anyone noticed.
So are there any supplies where you could make like a makeshift raft or something like that? Because like I'm pretty short. I'm going to be swimming.
There's no real supplies, but like could again if Fenrir were to put his staff in there, it'd be probably about as deep, about 1.5 feet, 2 feet. So it'd be pretty hard for you guys to go through. There's no boats. There's no wood here that you can see.
Okay.
Nothing really organic that you might be able to use to row across, but there are stepping stones essentially.
Okay.
That you could walk across and jump through. Other than that, whatever's in your packs, if you might be able to do something makeshift, you could check your packs, but I doubt it.
Don't imagine.
Whatever silliness you guys can figure out with spells.
I already looked into that one.
I'm going to go across.
You're going to cross.
I think that's the only option.
So Bartleby will let you know that there is a path to the left and to the right. You can only see so far ahead of you, so you can't quite tell. But which path would you be going towards? The left or the right?
I'm gonna, before I jump, Bartleby, which way should I go? Which way do you want to go? Do you want to go right or left? You seem to have an idea of where we're going.
Which way do we want to go?
Because you were able to realign from going back. You would want to go towards the right.
Toward the right? That seems right. So, yes, let's maybe head toward this direction, and I gesture in the right ways.
Okay, then I'll go that way.
All right. I need you to make. I need a dexterity check, but I also need it at disadvantage because you can't. It's more less of being able to make the jumps and more of like plotting out your course and hoping that you pick the right ones, since you can't really see much more than 10 feet ahead of you. So make a dexterity check at disadvantage to see if you make the right jumps and whatnot.
7? 16. So I got 11.
So you step to the first stone, look around, go to the next one, and you see that there is it looks to be a longer like type of land surface that you could maybe walk across, and you jump over to walk across, and as you're stepping across it, you didn't clock that it was very loose, and you actually step down and it gives, and you fall into the liquid.
Okay.
You guys see Fenrir fall into the liquid.
Oh no.
Hey, Bartleby, can I just ride on your shoulders?
Yeah,
Thank you.
this is fine.
What do you
I follow the path that he went on to try to get to where I saw him fall to grab him and pull him out.
Alright, make it,
I attempt to do all those things.
make a dexterity saving throw. You have regular for you just because, or dex check. Regular for you because you can actually see a little bit further ahead of you.
14.
If you tell the DM your intentions with enough authority, he can't challenge it.
Alright, you step. You're able to make it, get to it, and you're able to grab him and pull him out. Fenrir, you take You take 4 points of acid damage.
Oh, gross.
As part of your arm and skin started to burn as you first submerged. You were able to get out. Your throat, you might have swallowed a little bit, but your throat, like, you hack it up, but your throat burns a little bit. It's mostly superficial, but it is wounding, and
Okay.
it hurt your pride a little bit as well.
I'm going to keep going.
All right. Go ahead. And
Thank you. Thank you for pulling me out.
You're welcome.
Thanks for letting me know my pride is hurt.
I'm gonna need all of you, if you're all gonna cross, and I'll do the same with the goblins as well. I'm gonna need dexterity saving throws, or not saving throws, dex checks.
Am I at disadvantage or is it a normal roll for me? Because I will.
You're on my shoulders.
his back?
Let's say I'm not.
I would say you're not at disadvantage. You're at regular because of Al. You can see.
All right, I won't
Smart
text you
move.
then.
Smart move to not be on my shoulders.
I thought about that as soon as I heard that. I'm like, let me get the fuck off of here.
All right. So Fenrir, you're crossing first. You're ahead. So
another dex save at disadvantage?
yes,
Dex save.
dex check. I mean,
Not acrobatics?
You could use acrobatics. Yeah.
Okay.
I got like a 7.
Just at 7 total.
Yeah.
With acrobatics.
Wait, with
Yeah.
acrobatics?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got like advantage in that.
No, I don't.
No.
It's a 7.
It's a 7.
I rolled
don't
a 3.
Nice.
All right. So you, Rosarin, you put Fenrir down in a block right in front of him, and he looks, thanks for catching me. And he just jumps and like pirouettes. And you see,
Fucking funny.
see, just jumps right in to the acid. As
It's not acid.
Did you roll a nat 1 on any of
Is it
those?
acid?
It's
Okay.
acid.
it's acid.
Oh man.
I was just thinking the halfling thing. I was
do
like, maybe
anything?
that was
You
saving
grab
it.
him out, or do you
I
just
don't
keep
know.
going? What do you do? What do you get? You see your friend fall into the acid yet again. The acid pool.
It's time to carry him.
Does anybody have a levitate?
Can you just throw the dwarf?
It's too early.
But maybe I could. Probably. No, I would try grabbing him.
Goes into
again.
the water.
And
Close enough.
You can easily grab him and get him out of there, and that does. This time it's a little worse. You fell a little bit deeper in and take 11 points of acid damage.
Oh dear.
I do you know what I rolled?
A natural 1.
Maybe.
Well, what would the order have been? The order was
Well, it was
Fenrir,
me.
Rosarin. Who would have been
As,
next?
my guess is as we started to move, Vale said nah and jumped off and went ahead of me.
Yep, that's about right.
So
So he's
you-
probably last.
And would the goblins have been ahead of all of you, or did you tell the
no,
goblins?
it sounded like he went, and as I saw him fall in,
True,
I ran
true.
after
So the
him.
goblins would be after.
Yeah,
They're probably
Yeah.
last.
So the goblins are standing there trying to like calculate and watch where you guys are going. They're not calculating too much, but they see you basically do the same thing that Fenrir just did,
That's got to be way worse.
but it's
yeah.
more embarrassing because you get the first stone.
Uh-huh. That's good.
You get the second stone.
Sweet.
You step on the third stone, slip, fall back and crack your back, and just roll into the acid itself.
Sounds right.
What did we need to roll?
Just dexterity.
Dexterity,
Yeah.
acrobatics.
Does the 13 pass the thing or am I falling?
You're good.
Okay, cool. Then I will try to help him up.
I'm going to give you 3 points of bludgeoning for cracking your back on the stone.
Great.
And then as you had fallen in, and then you get helped out, the process of getting out of the acid, does 13 points of acid damage to you.
Wow.
As your body, your clothes burn a little, your body and your skin starts to sizzle.
So after the last fight, I healed myself with lay on hands for the 10 HP.
Mhm.
The second time I pull him out, I'm going to heal him for 5 of my lay on hands.
Okay.
I lost all my bonus hit points.
I'm sorry,
Unbelievable.
but at least you had
That's what they were there for.
Yeah.
For acid.
So what
Yeah.
it is actually as you land in, your dark essence that you had absorbed from killing fizzles out into the lava, and you're not actually burned yourself. You feel it, and it hurts.
I'm still burned. I lost a lot more than just.
Oh well,
that,
yeah.
So
But it's not as much burned.
it's burned.
I'm really glad I didn't ride on his shoulders.
I'm not.
Vale just kind of looks down.
So, those of you who failed, I need another. I'm going to allow those of you who succeeded to continue to make your way through, no problem. Those of you who failed, you need to make another dex check.
I'll hover around and make sure he makes it. So if he almost falls again, I'll try to grab him.
I got a 15.
You're good.
I'm still at disadvantage, right?
Yep.
17 and 18. Nice. So I got.
So you, the
Nice.
rest of after these little slips, you are able to make your way across and jump.
Do you need
Alright, do
potion?
this one, do that one.
No, I think I have a bunch.
And you're able to get across. The goblins themselves, they stayed back a little and let you guys go to watch. And they're going to go ahead and make their way across.
I believe in you.
You should have given Bardic Inspiration.
Eh.
He doesn't believe in them that much.
No. He doesn't.
I've used all of my reroll things, so I think we're going to need it for the last fight.
Uh-huh. Let's see. There's already which would be 36. What is the plus 2?
Actually, how many of this do I have right now?
So the
Okay.
goblins jump, and for some reason, one of them jumps at the same time as the other onto the same rock, and one of them slips and falls and tries to pull himself out, and then you just see skeletal bones as one of the goblins dies in the acid.
And the goblins all rolled that ones and fell in the acid and died.
That was a 4. I'm gonna keep rolling until they're all dead, or until if they succeed, they're all gonna succeed.
One
but
skeletal hand grabs onto another, so that's still up there. Will it be a skeletal
so
chain?
Since they failed, they roll again to try. That's a 2. So the next one starts to fizzle away. I swear I'm not doing this on purpose.
It's okay.
They're dying.
Sure.
Keep going. Dying. Great.
That doesn't look very high either.
Oh, not 20.
That was a
Surprise.
7. And now you have 2 goblins. Like, their friends are just melting away, and they're just... their knees are buckling.
The real evil
I'm
thing to
going
do is
to
push the
reach-
remaining one in.
I'm across. At this
Yeah,
point,
you're
right?
across.
I'm going to reach my staff as far as my little arms can to try to help them. Try to pull them across.
You're gonna fall in again. I know you will. Alright,
I'm holding him
You're
as he's
holding
doing
him.
this.
Alright, so they're going to get... You're gonna help...
Yeah, I'm helping them.
You're helping them, he's helping you.
Yes.
There's only one advantage, though, so they're gonna try this time. That was a 2.
Oh, thank you.
Here comes a 1.
I'll do that later.
I mean, it's a 7. If you want to look... if you want to look...
Are you sure you're rolling a d20 and not a d12?
Yeah, there's a 15 right there. Like,
That's actually a 7. I can see it.
And they're only a +2 to their dexterity. So...
All right, one more's dead.
that one falls in.
So there's one left.
So there's one left.
It's still being helped.
It's being helped.
All right.
19. Let's see if it's natural 20. Nope. It makes it through. You guys have one goblin left.
Out of 90 that
Out
are
of,
starting.
out of, you started with,
I turn around and notice
20.
all of them are dead, and then I just hold out my hand, and I'm like, please just hold my hand.
and the one just takes your hand. But you were able,
sniffling as he goes with you.
and you hear it mumbling like, this is a bad idea. Why did we come here? Does that make me the new chief? Am I the new chief?
Let's not think about that right now.
Did all of the goblins come with us?
No.
No, there were a handful.
That's why we need one of
You
these
left the
goblins
women and
alive.
children back there.
there was
Because we're sexist.
So the way he explained it to you, you guys would remember, he left all of the ferals except for maybe 5 came with you. The 5 stayed to keep the rest of the goblins in check. Because they were using them as labor. So, like, the 5 stayed back, and you had informed the mines that most of them came with you, but a skeleton crew stayed back. If that plays into anything, we'll see. So you have just this one, and he's mumbling, am I the chief now? Like, what's going on? This is not going to be good to explain to everyone back there.
It doesn't sound like a chief mindset. So if you might be the chief, you need to start dealing with the stress, unfortunately.
Would I tell them the truth, or would I tell them, like, they died in an epic?
I would absolutely tell them they died with honor.
Okay. Alright. Okay.
They don't want to find out that they died boiling in acid. That's going to be awful.
So you enter into this long cavern that actually goes... It's probably the longest you've gone into since you got to this whole system. And you're traveling for a good 400, 500, 600 feet until you come to an opening right next to you on your right that actually sort of heads backwards, like kind of the direction you came from, and then there's just a large open cave ahead of you that you can see, like, beyond your vision. It continues to open beyond your 120 vision. What do you guys do?
Proceed. Let's have that goblin not lead.
As you start to enter into this cavern, you start to see vapor trails of yellow and green being, like, kind of floating in the air. And as you walk across, you start to kick up some dust, and it smells bad. It smells and tastes bad. And it's...
This is toy.
Okay, that's fine. It starts to smell and taste really bad as you start to cough the further in you get, and it starts to get thicker. Do you continue to push forward, or do you turn back?
What other options do we have?
So the one option was to go the new path that leads backwards, or pretty much just forward. There's not really much else that you can see. There is, as you're looking around, beyond Bartleby's vision, it just keeps kind of going into a large opening cavern. And then, if he looks around to the right, he can maybe make out a little bit of, like, a edge of the wall, maybe about 100 feet or so down that way, but doesn't... where he was being guided doesn't seem to be in that direction. It seems to be forward.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Is there water around here? Like moisture in the air?
Not really, like, water. There's not water, but it's
like residual moisture?
Yeah, sort of, like, it's kind of dense and like kind of thick fog type stuff here.
That's fantastic. Can I use shape water on a block of it?
Sure.
Great. So I can change how it flows. So I'm going to try to separate any impurities in the air, if I can, from the water itself.
Okay.
And then I'm going to surround my head with it.
All right.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. So you were able to make this bit pretty, like, is it an ice bubble or is it a water bubble that's formed around?
Like a water bubble, yeah. And I'm going to have it like, so I have like a hood up right now, kind of like right around where that hood break is.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Just to act as a barrier.
You can do that. Sure. You still have, like, access. You still have to, like, kind of breathe out of it. But, like, you're able to hold some oxygen in from what you're doing. But yeah, you were able to cure the impurities out, and you all, as she does this, you all notice that, like, the liquid itself turns clear, like crystal clear, like water. And it seems to be potentially, like, spores and whatnot of the different colored fog that you're actually getting ready to walk into drops and settles to the ground. And it's getting thicker. And it's pretty much at this point, if you continue to push forward, I'm going to need a saving throw from you all. If you decide to turn back.
Can I take out and light a torch?
You can, but it's not going to really help.
Why not?
You can try, but if
I just light the torch and then swing it overhead for a second and throw it into the darkness.
You're trying to light this on fire?
Maybe.
You can certainly try. You can do this if you want to.
Doing it.
So you light your torch, you swing it, and you throw it in, and you just see the torch go. And it just lands, and it's just, you see the flames flickering up.
Okay. The room goes at least that far.
Do you just go through?
Yes.
Yeah, shape water wouldn't be a permanent option, so I don't know any way aside from dealing with the poison.
Walk it in.
Alright, go through. I need Constitution saving throws from all of you guys.
You're a Constitution saving throw.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
14.
You're going to keep doing your shape water?
Until we're in combat, at least, yeah.
I'll give you advantage on that.
Okay.
Yeah, 20.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
I got 10.
I got a 6.
Okay.
Which isn't a 20. It's pretty close.
And what did you get?
14.
14. So, 13 and below. You are poisoned for the next hour.
Okay.
So you have, I believe, poison is disadvantage on rolls and stuff. I gotta remember what poison status is.
Disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Yes. So you guys have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks for the next hour.
Okay.
For 13 and below, which also you notice your goblin friend is hacking up. They are also poisoned. But you are able to make it through this cloud of poisonous fog as you reach as far as you can tell, a final large cavern, and the darkness now is very thick. The sense of unease is extremely strong for those of you that are good aligned. Your sight isn't hindered too much more, but now the thickness of the ooze is actually slowing you down to a sense of you are now half movement speed with your it's difficult terrain. But it's odd because as thick as the ooze is, the ground also feels less packed. And as you walk, it's kind of as if the ooze grabs around you, but you're walking on something that crunches. So think as if
Gross.
you're walking on sand with the seashells, but something is like gripping onto your feet as it sinks into the sand, and you have to pull it out at every step.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like the acrid and terrible sense that you get, Rosarin, for this place is by far the strongest you have ever sensed in your life, ever. Darkness and evil. But you are in this giant room. Your vision can only go so far to see what it is. Do you continue to just move inward? Do you explore? What do you do? What do you all do?
I think we should get in and out. It's a dangerous area.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep on keeping on.
After walking for about a good 300 feet, you start to notice something odd. and you look, and there's it's a large, sort of calcified rock coming from the ceiling. Do you close in?
Yes.
Okay. You get to this thing, and it comes down to a point, but you don't actually see the bottom of the point. It digs deep into the ground. And I need an investigation check from anyone who might be checking the ground, might be looking around.
Owl
like
helping me. So
Owl's
it's a
helping
normal
you.
roll.
Yep.
I don't see why I wouldn't be.
Yeah.
I got
17.
22.
17, 22.
18.
6.
So,
Typical.
Rosarin, you don't really notice anything.
I helped.
The 17 and the 18, you take note of this strange rock formation that's going into the ground, and you check it, and it's porous. It feels very porous. But you look to the ground, and you actually dig into it, and the crunch that you're walking on, there's not rocks, they're not shells. It seems to be shattered scales. Dark, black, red, white, green, all different kinds of scales. 22. You're looking and investigating this formation. You keep tracking it and following it up, and you see that it actually reaches the ceiling, and you can notice that it spreads further around. And you keep tracking it, and you walk along with it. And there's another one that drops down. And this isn't stone. This isn't rock. This is bone. This is teeth. This is a giant, humongous tooth.
Sweet. Are we in the back of the mouth or we're in front of it?
Based on your investigation, you could tell you kind of are walking towards the edge of the mouth. So maybe the rest of the head and body you've just walked through some of.
Super gross.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. We should probably find a way to keep going.
Your amulet starts to buzz,
Sure.
and you get a sense you're here.
Okay. Well, I think I'm where I'm supposed to be.
Is there anything here
I don't
besides this giant thing?
I don't know.
I don't see anything.
Could you do a medicine check? See, maybe the tooth has infected or something. Maybe that's
Sure.
causing some of
Go
this.
ahead and do a medicine check.
And same thing, I'll have my little buddy help me out. So it's normal roll. It's a 14.
Okay. 1 second. What am I looking for? That's what I'm looking for.
I don't know. What are you looking for? Just tell me.
I don't want to get too close, for the record. So as close as I need to get.
So you did, what?
14.
14 medicine check. You do not get a sense that any sense of corruption or anything is coming directly off the tooth. But you do get a sense that, like, the tooth, there's nothing necessarily wrong with the tooth. But you can't tell if this corruption is from the tooth or is because of the tooth or is doing anything to the tooth. You're not. It's really hard to tell. 14 is normally pretty decent, but you can tell that these bones have been here for a long time. It's hard to figure out what is what.
Can I try to chisel away some of the tooth?
Yeah.
Good.
You touch it?
What?
You touch the tooth?
I'm not touching it. I'm using my sword.
She's just going to be banging at the tooth?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll an attack.
It's just gonna, jab the sword in and just hit the back of it and see if I can get anything to come off. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Roll an attack.
This is an attack? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Y'all.
What? Make a chisel check?
Chisel check.
Let me see. Let me see your chiseling tool.
I got an 11 for my chisel.
Yeah. Your masonry check, please.
What was your attack? I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. You were texting somebody. It's more important than listening to what I had to say.
Yeah.
Okay, it was an 11. I mean a 20.
You strike the
I
tooth.
didn't strike. I chiseled.
You chisel the tooth. You can't really make purchase to chisel anything off. It's although porous, it's pretty tough.
Great. Those are the kind of sounds I expect to hear in here.
Yep.
These dog noises. Alright, so it's this big old tooth hanging here. Everything behind us is gross and poisony.
Are we on a tongue? Can I, figure out roughly, knowing this is a tooth?
Do you dig deeper into the ground?
No. That's gross. I don't
Push
think I would
away
do
some
that.
of the scales on the ground with my staff and just kind of see how deep this goes. Or not, yeah, again, because all my staff is good for is
Are
just finding how
you-
deep stuff is.
Are you
Yeah.
trained at all in religion?
No.
No.
Hmm.
But you're gonna toss out some dirt and everything underneath and try to see what's underneath.
What's under all these shells or all these scales?
So you do start to move things around and brush things off and over, and you do start to maybe find larger scales, thicker scales. What you're walking on seems as if it's been walked on before, but not it's odd because you can't really tell how many people have been down here or how long this has been down here. But you dig deeper and deeper, and you do eventually find a scale that's about this big. Well, I can't say this big because we're on an audio medium.
Yeah, yay big.
It's
I feel like that
wider.
implies it's large. Even
It is
through
yeah,
audio.
it is wider than your head and almost as tall as your body.
Okay. Can I pull it out?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to pull it out and show everybody.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Look what I found.
Ah!
Daddy. Daddy. Daddy.
Da-da,
Look what I
da-da.
found.
Wisdom?
Yep.
What?
11.
11. So your eyes cover in dark as you see nothingness in front of you, but the silhouette of some wings pop up, and then the silhouette of one dragon head, and then another dragon head. The first one was black. The next one was red. Another one is green, purple, blue, white.
Oh.
7 heads in total. You see your friends in front of you. And you're compelled to attack them.
Oh. Okay.
What do you do?
Who's closest to me? Am I feral? Gonna attack them? Or am I do I see I don't know. Am I just like going crazy and trying to attack them, or am I like going to fight them like I'm fighting an enemy?
You're going to fight them like you're fighting an enemy. You know they're your friends, but you're just compelled to stop them.
I never trust people shorter than me.
The closest one to you probably would have been Vale, I think. Because you two...
But I know they're my friends, but I just feel I'm compelled to attack them.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to throw down my staff.
Okay.
And then go up on her like I'm about to beat the shit out of her.
You know what? That's fine. And you're gonna, if you want, you can roll a d6 to see who you would go and attack, or you can just go straight up and attack.
It's just whoever's closest, unfortunately.
Okay. Can I hold up my hands and say no thank you?
He already gets his he comes in quick. He's fast because he's a monk, even with reduced speed. He's fast. He's a monk.
I'm slow as fuck.
Yeah. And he just comes in and wallops you twice. Or you have to use both attacks on her.
Nice. You're getting walloped.
That's a 17.
Oh, you hit. Oh, you're going to hit all these.
And, no, a 3 and a 4 is a 7.
That one misses, actually.
I'm going to throw advantage at him.
You know what? Yeah, let me give him Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah.
It's 5 damage.
Okay.
So you see,
I get punched in the face.
you actually don't realize you did this, but that scale that you had, you actually are able to hold it under your elbow, and that's why you missed with the one punch, because you're trying to hold on to this scale as well as you can. You see him tuck this scale under and run up and just whop you right in the face with his first punch, and then whiff the second punch. You all see him.
My eyes tear up.
You all see him attack, and I'm going to need initiative.
18.
16.
23.
Uh, 21. I should have gone after the goblin.
I forgot the goblin was in there.
I thought you were going to do that. Just punch the goblin in the face and kill it. Be dark. Show up back at the village. Be like, well, no goblins left.
I don't know what happened,
you
man.
guys are fucked.
It got wild down there.
Alright, so over 20?
21.
21 for Fenrir. Did we have anybody else over 21?
Yeah.
I think Eric was 23.
It was 23, sorry.
Let's see. Anybody over an 11?
Yeah, go for it.
18.
16.
Alright. You are now in this room, difficult terrain, hard to move, and you two notice Fenrir just go tuck this scale under his arm and just go bop onto Val. Bart, you see this first. You recognize this first.
Okay. What's bringing you to do this?
I just got him, man. I just gotta.
I gotta do this then. And I Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
16.
That misses.
No, it hits. Okay? Alright, don't take this from me. That's a good roll.
This is a good roll.
Apparently I missed.
Did you do anything else?
That's what I got.
Okay.
That's what I do.
Go ahead and... Who you throwing your punches at this time? You gonna keep going after Val?
Why?
Because you're right there.
Smart. Makes sense.
No, in character.
I would punch her too.
If you knock her out, you knock her out, man. It's fine.
I feel like in character she would have said, "Why?"
Yeah, that's why I said it. Yeah, it's like, what did I do?
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw a dart at Bartleby because I see the thing whiz by me, and then I'm gonna punch him out.
Okay, that's fine.
That's only 2. 2 plus 6, 7, 8. So I miss with the dart, of course.
Let's see the 20.
Here comes the 20.
That's a 14 plus 6.
Yeah, you hit.
That's 20.
Oh, hey. Not the kind I meant, but
5 damage again.
okay. Stop. I'm real hurt, guys.
There can be only one short one.
I might actually go down soon.
Rosarin.
I see all this happening, and I go over and just go to tackle Fenrir.
Okay.
I want the
Do
skill.
a grapple check. So I believe it's your strength versus.
I got a nat 20, so good luck.
Okay.
Is strength or dex to try to break free from it. It's your choice.
I kind of want the skill.
I got an 11. Plus whatever.
You bear hug Fenrir and lift him up. I need you to also roll a strength check to see if you can keep grip on the scale that you've been holding on to.
That's a nat 1. Oh, I get to re-roll it. 17.
17. So you're holding on to this thing, and he grabs you and lifts you, and you pull it up to your chest. You are not letting go of this.
All right.
Rosarin, do you do anything else?
Give him a swift kick to the nuts.
No, because that was my only attack.
Ah, bummer.
I don't have 2 attacks yet.
Maybe next time.
Just what are you doing?
I'm just gonna struggle against this. I'm not gonna say anything.
Okay.
Wow.
Val.
Just run in the corner and cry.
How close am I? Like melee range?
Yeah, you're within melee range.
Dope. I'm gonna second level dissonant whispers. And once again, my bird has given me advantage, so normal roll.
Well, Dissonant Whispers isn't an attack, it's a save.
Oh yeah, that is so. Oh yeah. So 13 wisdom to beat.
Can you
Wisdom?
use the
Yes.
Yeah, that sucks.
Which, yeah.
Can you use the owl to give something disadvantage?
No.
Disappointed.
I got a 12.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
All
wow.
right.
So you take damage. And
You take 15 psychic damage.
I believe he has to use his reaction to run.
Yep.
He is restrained, and so his movement is 0.
Yep, my eyes turn black, and you my words get into your head. And I'm like, you're a failure. You're never going to accomplish anything. Just like straight into your head.
Oh, man.
I roll a wisdom.
I rolled roll another wisdom.
Yep.
19.
You hear that? You're a failure. You're never gonna amount to anything. You waken and you're gripped. You're held tight, and you see the scale to your chest, and you kind of break a little free to be able to drop the scale, and you all see the scale drop, and you're being held by Rosarin, and just everyone is looking at you, all in shock, when you all start to hear this as something drops from the ceiling.
Oh.
And you see this
I'm real
large...
I'm in danger.
You see this large, deep red ooze substance just make its way towards you all. I would need, and I'm sorry, Rosarin, Fenrir, and Val, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Nope.
I
I definitely fail.
got a 17.
This is where Vale dies.
I think we're all going to die here.
Maybe.
New campaign.
Maybe.
Chapter 2.
I have a 13.
It was a 5 for the record.
5, 13, 17.
Yep.
I got a 0 because you didn't tell me to roll.
Oh, you're restrained.
Doesn't. No, he's grappled. He's not restrained.
So this one's
so
normal.
somehow he's able to dexterously avoid
he's
the
squirming.
full hit and squirm. Am I reading this right? Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
You're not.
19, 22, 26. So a little bit above. You, Rosarin, take 13 points of...
Me?
Or Fenrir, yeah, you take 13 points
Okay, I'm down.
of acid damage. You two take 26 points of acid damage.
I might be dead.
Oh, shoot.
Straight
What's
up
your
dead?
max
Yes.
HP?
How much damage? Sorry.
26.
Oh, you missed it by 1 point. I'm alive.
Wow. Wow.
Well, it would have brought... You would have had to go...
No, I would have been dead, no rolls.
What's your max HP?
31.
So
you couldn't have been.
No, it wouldn't have been.
I was at 7 HP.
It doesn't matter.
yeah,
You would have had to have taken 38 damage there.
I thought it was half.
No, it's,
No, it's-
you have to take your max HP.
Oh.
If it was half, characters would die. Level 1 characters would die
Every day.
the
Yeah.
first fight they ever get into. Because,
Right.
take 10 damage in a turn, dead.
That's false.
Okay.
I never got hit in our first fight.
All right,
so
fair.
there.
But you also never hit anything in your first fight.
I don't hit anything ever.
Because
So-
your first
Don't
fight was a crack.
don't hit. You don't get hit.
Exactly. I just ran away that first fight.
26, 26, 13. You're fine.
Yeah, because I'm amazing.
All, on a substitute, both you, Rosarin and Val,
Gotcha.
you actually drop Fenrir as this ooze, this slime hits you and pulls you towards this creature. With Val right next to you. You are right up face to face against this thing. This maroon colored blood creature. That's its turn. The goblin sees this and is like, I gotta give him a good tail, and runs at it. And he's not gonna quite make it. No. Yeah, we'll say he makes it. Runs up, and he's gonna attack this thing. This poor goblin.
It takes 50 damage and it's just evaporated.
Basically.
That'd be nice.
Slashes at this thing for 9 damage. And just looks, it's like, what happened? Is there anything else we should do? Or run or attack? What do we do? And that ends its turn. Yep. That ends its turn. And we are at the top of the round with Bart.
Yep.
Yep.
Just,
Help.
Just a really deep gulp. And I'll just blast. And hope to God this thing doesn't come at me.
Do you hex it?
Yeah. Am I recasting Hex? I don't know how long we've been doing this.
Roll I don't know. You've been in here for quite a while, but it lasts an hour.
Yeah.
Roll a d6. Maybe. No, I guess. Sure.
You got a 1. You didn't even know. You didn't think
I was gonna
anything
say it's for every 10 minutes you've been here, but no, it's gone. So you would have to to recast if you want.
We'll recast the hex. All right. So where'd that go? Where did it all go? Sorry, everything disappeared as I was doing stuff. Nope, there it is. I hate that it's back that far. Anywho, so my to hit was a 22 with the Eldritch Blast.
Yep, that hits.
Yeah, and then my damage for the Hex is a 3. My damage for the Eldritch Blast is... You're not going to do it. It's a 10.
So 13 total?
Yes.
Okay. Sure. So you send this blast, and it hits this creature for the full
13
damage. For the full 13 damage, and your force hits it and brushes it separate, but it starts to reform itself. Great. As the ichor is dropping from it. The blood substance that this thing seems to be made of is dripping down from itself. Oh shoot, I just lost that. Next up is Fenrir. You are knocked out. I need a death saving throw from you.
That's a 5.
You have 1 failed save on you.
Oh shit.
That's it. That's your turn. Rosarin, you see both Fenrir and Val have gone down. And you have this creature that is...
So it was like pulling me?
It pulled you and Val to it. You are face to face with this thing. Or face to...
Am I
with it.
Does it have a hold of me, or could I... Are we...
You don't get a sense that it has a hold of you?
Does it look like it has a hold of Vale?
No. It just pulled you to it. So it seems to... It was able, with its breath, grab you and pull you, and let go. It's trying to close you in.
I grab Vale, use 1 point of lay on hands, and
perfect.
pull Vale along behind me as I run.
Okay. It is going to make an opportunity attack against you.
Disengage. What the hell?
No, I can't. I'm not a rogue. I can't disengage and
it's
do
fine.
anything.
It's a natural 1.
I also have a 19 armor class. What's disengaging?
It's fine. So this thing flails at you. Slowly flails to hit you with its attack. But you're able to pull away. You're only able to get about 15 feet away because of the hard, the rough terrain. But Val, you are awoken by the face of Rosarin and the radiant guiding light that he imbued.
1 hit point you owe me.
I cough up and say, thank you.
It is your turn. What do you do?
Spit some blood on his arm.
I look back as Fenrir's still on the ground.
Fenrir is about another 15 feet away from you on the ground.
As I'm being drugged, I sigh and I cast Healing Word on Fenrir.
Aww, you guys are so sweet.
Oh, that's so nice.
I would have spit on him.
That's a bonus action, right? So you still get your action.
I do. So I can move to stand up if you let me, right?
Yeah.
And then I can use my action to run?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna do that and try to keep up.
Alright, so you run, let's see. Yeah.
So I'll use my remaining movement.
It would be half your move, which was already halved, so you
10.
probably have about 5 feet left.
I have 10, so 25 movement normally. Oh, yeah. Half, I'm sorry. I thought it was -5, sorry.
Well, it's rough terrain, which is half your movement speed.
Okay.
And then to get up, I believe, is also half your movement speed. So you probably only have another
5. That makes sense.
You can go. plus then you dash, so you're able to get 20 feet away from the 15 feet that you're already from this thing.
Okay. Yeah, that'll take it.
Even with, you're a little bit further away from it than Fenrir is.
Great. And I'm just going to say, I'm done. Get me out.
That ends Val's turn. It is now the Ooze's turn.
Mm-hmm.
This thing also is dealing with rough terrain. So it's amazing movement speed.
Of an ooze on rough
Of an
terrain.
Ooze is already cut in half. He sees the goblin. I was going to make an attack against the goblin. I was going to make multi-attack and try to hit the goblin twice. Because it's just attacking anything now. Let's see. Multi-attack. Pseudopod. Yeah, so that's a 20. And that's a nat 20.
Goblin Fred.
Yeah.
So that's,
Thank you for taking the
14
hit.
plus
Rip.
14 plus 12 is 26.
14 plus 12 is dead.
Probably. I'm trying to find my docs for the goblins. Come on. Yeah. So the goblin just gets whopped, and it turns and just moves towards you guys, only at 10 feet per round. And you, Fenrir, you are. No, I mean it's not Fenrir's turn. Anyway, Goblin is dead. Bart,
Yeah.
you got this thing chasing after your friends.
Uh-huh.
You're probably about another 15 feet away from Val.
Uh-huh.
This thing is like 40 feet away from you or something
Yeah.
like that. What do you do?
I'm going to Eldritch Blast and then move as far away as I can.
Sure.
Because, nope. That's a 16 to hit.
That hits.
It's a 5 for the damage. Thanks D&D Beyond. And my Hex is a 6.
That's not bad.
Pretty decent.
So it was
I rolled a
5
1
and
for
6,
my damage.
so it was 11, right?
Yeah, it was a 1 plus my Dex bonus, so it was a 5. Rolled the lowest that I can roll.
Yeah.
Your blast hits.
And the highest.
And the highest.
Your blast hits, and it actually starts to dissipate a little, and it's slowly being able to form itself back up, just not as quickly as the first time you hit it.
I shout, shoot her! Shoot
And then
her!
you move 15 feet back.
And then I run back as far as I can.
Fenrir, you are probably about 30 feet from this, or 20 feet from this thing, as it's closing in on you guys. It just knocked you out. You just barely came back. You're on the ground, so you
Does he
get
still
up.
have that scale thing?
Huh?
Is he
I
still
dropped
holding
it.
that scale?
He dropped
Okay.
it. It's still, you can see it, and if you want to pick it up, you can.
I think I'll leave it on the ground.
Maybe later.
Yeah.
I'll do it again.
So I'll stand up, grab my staff, and then run away.
Okay.
I'll run behind Bart because he's been doing a lot of damage to it.
All right. Yeah, you can. Because you could probably use Step of the Wind, right? Which lets you move even further, or you don't.
I don't have
yet?
that.
Okay. But you can get your movement speed is what, 35?
35, yeah.
So to get up would bring you, I'd say, to 20. So yeah, you can get close to Bart or near Bart.
Okay.
Rosarian, Fenrir just starts running. You hear.
Oh, I also apologize. I'm so sorry, guys.
It's okay. I paid you back. Please don't punch me again.
No problem.
Good punch, by the way.
I'm gonna throw a javelin at it.
Mm-hmm.
It's dex, so that's 15.
Yes, that hits.
Wait, well, whatever, doesn't matter. Oh, max damage, 12.
12.
We'll take it.
You see your javelin kind of pierce it and go straight through, and it separates. And it's still one entity, and it's still moving around, but it doesn't look like it's able to hold his form as strongly as it was previously. But it's not looking good. But it's still moving towards you. Do you run back?
Yeah.
All right, you move 15 feet back. Vale, you see Rosarin have thrown this.
You see. I'm guessing this thing does not have ears.
It can still hear. I believe it should. I mean, you can try. It's up to you. I think we actually looked this up before with a gelatinous cube, and Mike Merrill said that they have feelings, so they can get hurt.
I think we did look that up here.
Yeah.
Right, but so dissonant whispers can't be heard on something that can't hear you. That's more my thing. So I'm assuming that they don't hear. I'm assuming they feel. That would make sense to me.
That's your call. That would whatever Val. If I'm not going to
Yep.
say
No, don't.
Work.
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Fairy fire on it.
Okay.
It has to succeed at Dex save of 13.
It's not gonna do that.
I know.
At all. 14
Oh, it succeeds.
-2.
Never mind.
So 12. So this thing now starts to glimmer and shimmer, and you can actually see it better now. And it is just this. It is very similar to the cube that you fought, but it's more less formed and more ooze. And it takes up a lot of space, and it's making its way towards you guys. That's all you do?
Nope, I keep running. I say, you look much better this way, by the way. And then also I inspiration Fenrir. And I'm like, it's fine, no hard feelings to survive.
So you get an additional D6 on one of your rolls. The ooze is making its way towards you. Does not get his breath back. Bart, it's your turn.
Okay. Dissonant whispers would work on a gelatinous cube.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Interesting.
Because although they might not be able to, there's nothing in the book that says they can't hear.
Oh, okay.
So
weird.
And they're not immune to psychic damage, so they would be damaged. I'm just gonna keep doing what I've been doing, which is to Eldritch Blast and back away.
At advantage because it's lit up.
16. 9 damage.
Well, roll to see if you get
I did.
Okay.
That was the advantage was a 16.
Okay.
The better one. And then 5.
9 and a 5 for 14.
Yeah. And then what I do is I passed by Fenrir, leaving him in front of me as I back away.
Yeah. You see this thing. You hit it once more, and a lot of its body dissipates, and you see like the central part of it is still kind of barely bubbling and boiling and trying to come towards you guys. You can only really tell this because it's in a glimmer of fairy fire. Fenrir, just keep going.
I'm trying to decide if I think it looks hurt enough that I'm confident that I can kill it.
Right.
And I think I'm going to go for it because I feel bad for having just attacked everybody.
You didn't attack
So
me,
the
so I'm
thing,
okay.
it is...
He tried.
You ran...
I guess.
You ran, what was it, 20 feet back, we said? And it was already 30 feet from you, but it had walked 10 feet. Or 20 feet. And you would, unless you were to dash, you wouldn't be able to make it to it in melee.
All right, then I'll stay where I am and throw a dart at it.
Okay. At advantage.
Well, at advantage. That's a nat 20.
How do you
Nice.
fucking kill this thing with a dart?
Ooh, nice.
4.
Yeah, 8 damage.
Nice.
Well, 8, 6, 16, 12 damage.
It needed 2.
Well,
Oh,
You actually kill with the
you
dart.
couldn't have just given that to me. Wow,
No, sorry. I thought I
shitty
wanted,
DM.
I wanted to see where this would go. But
This is funnier.
You take you toss this. How do you like? Do you
I
do
just
anything
throw the dart
special?
straight through the center point of it that looks like it's keeping all the rest of it together.
Yeah.
And I just
So and you
Eat that dart.
notice the
Unbelievable.
this oozy substance like
Warlock
right
over
in
here,
the
like-
center of it is more coagulated and actually stiffened, and you're just like, this gotta be it, and you just toss, and it doesn't even go deep, it just hits it, and kind of because it's in the glimmer, you just see, and it just drops. Well, it's already been dropped, but it stops moving.
okay. So I'd like to formally apologize to everyone who I punched and or threw a dart at. And
I rubbed my face.
I don't know what happened.
And I think that's what we're going to call it
Great,
for this one.
great.
We'll see you all in a few minutes or next week. Or in 2 weeks. Depending on how you listen. Thank you so much, everyone. Hi.
Top of the morning to you.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey.
If you would like to find more of our content, you can head over to www.one-quest.com, or you can always help us by supporting us at patreon.com/onequest. If you can't support us there with dollars, though, you can go to your favorite podcast platform, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, all those fun places. Rate us, review us, subscribe to us. Those things all help a whole bunch. You can also find us on social media. It's facebook.com/onequestonline or at @1_quest on Twitter and Instagram. Our YouTube channel is youtube.com/onequestvideo, and you can always send us an email to social@one-quest.com.